So this is just a recap for live stream 210, and as we can see here, we've got a positive P&L. The P&L doesn't truly reflect the day we've had. We went into a fairly big drawdown before finally rescuing our P&L here later on. We can see the breakdown of P&L by instrument across here on the right hand side of the screen. Picked up 10.78, on ES, 24.838 on NQ, and 14.758 on gold. Today we came into the market after NFP, and what we saw was NFP gave us quite a bit of bearishness. We came into the market and we were looking for some continuation. Came into the market around 10 Eastern Standard Time, looking for continuation to the downside, but the market had other ideas. So went short here, took it off for a loss, went short again, took it off for a loss. Out of frustration, decided to take a reversal, so decided to go long, and it actually worked, and we went long and our target was hit. I'll recap ES after. So after that we went short, and this short was an early short. So with this, the true short would have been over here, through this area over here, but we went, would it have been? Not quite. Funnily enough, so we went short here, but if we would have took the true short that we should have taken, we would have actually been stopped out. So I believe the short would have been for a big whoops. Let's see. It would have been on this candle here. It would have been on this candle, and if we would have taken it, it would have been stopped out. We can see there prices retraced strongly, would have been stopped out. So getting in a bit early on this bullish candle actually resulted in actually getting to target, but let's talk about it. So went short through here. The target was down at 22. I believe it was like 22, 25. Price came down to 24 and then retraced all the way up to 74. Through this, I was very frustrated that I didn't even take half of the contracts off, down at 24, but held a position. Prices came down. Eventually target was hit. After target was hit, we actually had a setup short over here that would have got to target, I believe so. Yes, so the short through here, that would have got to target. That would have been another true setup. So there was the opportunity to get back in, but after waiting so long for this trade to resolve itself, I wasn't interested mentally. I was a little bit drained. Over on ES, similar scenario. We had NFP, of course, which distorted the chart, and we came in at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, looking for continuation, and we lost again, took the reversal. Now with this reversal, the target was up at 94.50. So take into account what one of the watchers of the video stated about taking 50% of the profit close to target. That's what I did. Took half the contracts off. I left the remaining contracts, and the remaining contracts came down to where my entry was. So I decided to add and get back up to the size that I had through here, and that came against me. So I think I manually closed the position or was stopped out. There wasn't a lot of risk, and the reason it wasn't a lot of risk because I bought on this pullback here. I was already in the NQ, so I bought on the pullback because the stop would have been down at I believe 76, 75. So I did close a bit early there, but it would have been a stop out anyway looking back. I then went short. Then I thought, well, let's be honest, it's a bit of a revenge trade after losing on half the size over here. So I decided to get out for break even. Took the trade through here, took it early, similar to NQ, and taking it early, was able to survive a retracement, price hit target, similar to NQ because both instruments seem to be trading in sync. There was actually a setup through here which would have, let's see, would have hit target. I'm just gonna have a look at my other charts here to the outside of the scope of the screen. Let's see. The target would have been on the true setup 50-50. Yep, that would definitely would have been hit. Yeah, target would have been hit. So short through here, target would have been hit. But I didn't take it because again I was mentally drained at that point. Over on gold, difficult trader. We went long. What happened here? We went long and the price didn't actually even get down to our stop, but we went long. Target was all the way up at 29.5. I decided to take it off because price came into this slightly above these highs, kept pulling back, didn't like the price action, so took it off there for a small gain. As we can see here in hindsight, price would have got up to 29.5, so definitely left a fair bit on the table. So I got out around that, what is that, 25, and the target was all the way up at 29. With the size I was using, you're looking at an extra 20 there, so it could have been a pretty big day. Over here, we went short, held a position, and as price continued to stall around these lows here, around the 200, looked at the daily chart, which you can see on the bottom right hand side of the screen. Notice that over the past couple of days, it's pretty clear that gold, which is GC futures, has been heading to the upside. We've had gap ups, bullish days, gap ups, bullish days. So, and we are seeing a fairly large day here off the NFP. So I thought, well, the momentum on the bigger time frame on the daily chart is clear to the upside. While there were opportunities to shorting into an area we've previously found buying may not be the best decision. The stop would have been at 24.4, target would have been down at 14.6. So because of that, we came down to the lows again here, had a bullish candle, pulled back. I thought, this doesn't seem like it wants to go all the way down, even though it's pretty close. Got down to 15.5, 9 ticks away. I thought I'll take it off, and as we can see here in hindsight, that was a good decision because price would have came up and stopped me out at 24.4 if I would have held that position, and would not have got down to 14.6 before that. So those were pretty much the trades. I need to bring over the trade performance, and let's get the trade performance here. So this is the trade performance. We can see the breakdown of P&L. This was the lowest point here. We were down, realized 59.993, so essentially 60, and that's when we had that drawdown trying to short the market. After that, of course, we've had the series of winning trades that went in our favor, eventually ending up in us being up 53.76. We'll have a look at the summary page. Total gains 123.509. Commissions fairly small considering. 169 profit factor. Ideally would like it to be above 2. Accuracy 79. Product of how we use our contracts. Average trade smaller than average. I suppose that break-even trade that we had on ES would have brought down our average. So average winner smaller than average loser. 0.43 average profit ratio. Largest win fairly similar size to our largest loss, so not concerned about that. Today spent a lot more time than we have in recent days in the market. Normally looking around about somewhere around that 6-minute mark. Today it pretty much doubled. There was increasing volatility, but there were a couple of trades that did take a lot longer to resolve themselves. And the trades that we took last were those trades, because it did take quite a long time, and I did mention that was one of the reasons I decided to stop trading on the day. That, and of course the P&L, and that pretty much covers everything. So what I'll do is the video, I think the actual trading is only about an hour and 25 minutes, so I will pin that in a card on this YouTube video in the bottom right hand side of the screen if you want to rewatch the live trade. And with that said, thanks for watching. Good luck trading. Have a great day.